Young and free, young and free, young and free. This is what it feels like. 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 Feels like. Feels like. Feels like. This is what it feels like. When you're thinking of me, when you're thinking of me. This is what it feels like. To be young and free, young and free, young and free. This is what it feels like. When you're thinking of me, when you're thinking of me. This is what it feels like. To be young and free, young and free, young and free. What it looks.
'86 now. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah,
Bro, unbelievable. I did some kind of evolution with him. It's a wrap now.
it's so funny you say that. I think last night or the night before, maybe the night before that, I was playing against I think he was an 86, 82 shot, Eze. Dude, he
Dang.
was next level.
Yeah,
It was not an 82 shot.
Nah, man.
Everything he shot went in the goal.
Yeah, mine's insane. I'm not even gonna tell you his rating.
It was nasty, dude, and for sure, yeah.
But yeah, I had to get him up to the ultimate team level after what he's been doing because I just have to have him in my team. I'm doing an all English squad until the end of the World Cup, and then I'm gonna go back to whoever I want, you know. So I'm trying to make the greatest English team I can assemble right now.
Smart, absolutely, that'd be a good one for sure. I got high hopes for England, but we all know how that works out in the World Cup.
I know, but this time the Atlanta vibes are going to help them because I'm telling you, England will be in the semifinals. It'll be here in Georgia, and then the Atlanta vibes will help England get to the final, and then they'll take care of it from there, man.
I'd like to see it. You know that's always been my second team behind the U.S.
Yeah.
You know,
and the U.S. depending on who they pick and who they play, they could be a dark horse. You never know.
Yeah, no doubt.
You never know. Yo, Steph is a savage, bro. I wonder how long have y'all been doing this to each other with the team photos? This is hilarious.
Started this shit.
Yo, that's on his weak foot too.
I came into this with much like a background like this.
That's on his weak foot.
Hey, collected. We was gonna keep it cordial. I even asked him before the very first show,
Josh,
"Hey, are we going at each other, or are we gonna keep it cordial?" He's like, "Nah, we're good, fam."
You only do this to like someone you love. Like this is like a brotherly love, bro. You just gotta take it for what, bro. And what a banger! Oh, it was fantastic.
Real, man. On his weak foot, straight upper 90.
I mean, in all fairness, Lamens did get a hand to it, but I mean, it was going to be tough to stop anyway.
Yeah, it was a screamer. All right, boys, we're back.
Here we are. The boys are back in town.
Clear enough?
Yeah, you're sounding clear.
Okay.
So
no lag. Everything's good.
I'm pulling some favors in for Sunday night.
Okay, I heard. It's all good, bro. We have something in the works. I don't know if you saw the name of the studio, but it's called Box Seats FC. You know?
I did not. What'd you say?
What?
Yeah, you see, I don't know how your screen looks, how it shows for you guys, but I changed the studio name to Box Seats FC just to let you know what's coming, bro. It's in the works.
Okay.
You know, and guess what, Josh? You can jump ship. There's always a position for you as a goalkeeper over here, bro.
Hey,
bro, that'd be awesome.
He's got to be right from me, bro.
Oh my gosh, he's one of those goalies, huh?
Yeah, right.
No,
he knows his value.
Because that man right
He knows his value. He's like, look, man. Anyone else on this team could play goalie? Oh, I didn't think so. This is how much I cost.
That's fair. That's why I like this man. He keeps it real. He keeps it honest, and he knows what's up. I'm always open for the right price.
Hey, bro, when you see the team coming together, you might just have to jump ship.
Bro,
you know, wise words, what you told me before, right? So we'll see.
Yo, what day of the week is this team going to be playing on? Because I'm telling you, come
Sunday.
March, it's a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be taking them to church, bro. I'm gonna be ready in March. It's gonna be a wrap, bro. I feel bad.
Talking about church, we might as well just jump into it since we got.
Let's go.
You can't play for you don't want to play for that. I mean, look at that.
Of course.
Hey,
That
we spoke about. What did we speak about, Hamadi? We spoke about going to church this weekend, bro.
Telling you, man.
It was a fantastic.
It was a beautiful Sunday morning.
Do you have a problem with us starting here, Josh?
I do. Absolutely.
You do? Where would you like to? We're going to start with Arsenal and Tottenham.
We can start there.
Okay.
And then after that, we can go on over to Spain. After that, we can go on.
No, we're going to leave Spain for Mo. We're going to leave Spain for Mo because I'm sure he has a lot to say.
Yeah,
I saw his game. He's not going to get away with it. He tied with Elche this weekend. So.
Yeah, I know. That was rough.
Bro.
Right. So I don't even know what that means, to be honest. I don't know what Elche is. So. Yeah.
Dang.
Hamadi, you interviewed me this weekend, so let's
that was great.
How you feel?
That was good. I just wanted to I watched the EPL every goal highlight. You know how they have the YouTube compilation, and again I watched the Arsenal one, but I got to look at it a little differently. The fact that we didn't have a true striker once again, the fact that we have all these players injured that are important to us, and the fact that we handled business the way we did, it just shows that I feel like we're truly telling you, man, we're different level this season. We're different level. And I know it's just Tottenham. I understand that. But it's when you watch the style of football we were playing, I don't think it would have mattered too much who we were playing. After the international break, you could tell the boys missed each other. And I feel like that's why. Honestly, Tottenham just got unlucky that they played us after the international break. I feel like I said, everyone was missing each other. They couldn't wait to get back and play and get back with Arteta. And it really showed. It really showed.
You were saying, I wonder what's all the sound effects for Josh.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, it's the type of win that a champion goes and takes care of business. So I'm not mad about the fact. I'll take a win against Tottenham all day, every day. So in fact, this season alone.
There you go.
So I'm with you on that. I would definitely take that. I can't disagree that you guys are in a great position. Honestly, I think if we get towards the end of the season, you guys aren't running away with the title, there's something seriously wrong. If this is not the year, good God, when is it the year? So
I'm telling you, I think this might be the beginning of the Arsenal run. I'm not trying to get crazy and say we'll do it what City did, because the competition is too high overall. When City reached their big money level, they did it so fast that the rest of the league they had poor teams, but now we have teams like Brighton and Bournemouth who can compete with City. So look, the White Claw. Hey man, no free advertising. Put your hand over it.
Sponsored by White Claw and sponsored by Tripel, Belgian beer.
There we go.
Cheers, Josh. Cheers, Josh.
But,
cheers, brother.
But serious question though, Josh. If you take away your biased feelings for United, doesn't this Arsenal team remind you of the Arsenal teams and the United teams and the Chelsea teams that have gone on and been dominant and won back-to-back, or maybe skip a year but get second? I just feel like this is the beginning of something, especially with the age of the players that are at the team right now. Jurrien Timber might go down as one of the greatest defenders in our generation when it's all said and done, and he's not even into his true defender prime years.
No, not at all. I'm gonna let you both in on a little secret. I like both of you. I respect both of you. But this is something that I would never admit to anyone, Steph, and I'm going to do it here live on.
Oh, what? We got an exclusive.
Before I was a United fan, I played my club ball in Rome, Georgia. Does anybody know what Rome, Georgia's club team name is called?
Arsenal.
Rome.
Yep. They sure are.
When I went to play in England, we played in Manchester. We played at Preston North End.
Okay.
So what fire!
And
another invincible team, by the way.
Yeah.
And you were representing.
And so in my tournament, I had Arsenal close. We had a tournament before we actually had a trial, and so we went to the Ian Rush Wells Cup.
Oh my gosh,
in
that's
Wales.
brilliant.
And so yeah, I thought you might like that one. And then we did a tour of the stadium in 2005. Now I always respected United, but I was a huge Henry fan from
What am
the
I
beginning.
hearing right now?
From the
Bro, this
beginning.
is amazing.
And then
The only player who could cause this divide is Henry, I swear.
So of course I loved Henry. I really liked Pires back in the day. I mean, Bergkamp was next freaking level.
Yo, Steph, you have this recording, right?
You just need a break. I put breaking news in the corner.
He's got it recording. So if it wasn't for me going to England and actually being in Chester, in Manchester, in Preston, doing everything that I did, I probably would have stayed an Arsenal fan. And really, you don't know the truth until you know the truth. So
this guy
can't blame me until you can blame me. But
no, you honestly you were on the right path. I'm sorry that you dwindled away.
Yeah, I had to get off. I mean, the devil just I had to get him out.
Oh my gosh, yo, I'm telling you, the 14th Premier League is coming to Arsenal this season.
I will say
a glorious time.
This absolutely should be your year. You're absolutely right. What you've got building could be something significant for years in the making. And you could very well be on the cusp of a United.
Yeah, old school Arsenal, early Wenger days, doing doubles like it's nothing.
Absolutely.
I took those times for granted, honestly. When Arsene Wenger did the double and like it was, I was just like, of course he did. Like it's Arsenal. I took it for granted, man. Like you really don't understand how precious trophies are until you go a decade or 15 years or however with them,
Yeah.
The thing I used to be worried about the most is the mentality. And that's why I feel so Campbell as my avatar for today. And Hamadi came in and started, because obviously Gabby's out. And you just see the team is being defensively led, bro. Led from the back. True leadership and strength. And that's what I love to see now.
Agreed. Hincapie did very well. I mean, he looked great. Arsenal looked on it for sure. I would venture to say that Tottenham did not. I think I said
even how they set up. They were just be like, "Hey, come out."
Yeah,
Thomas Frank was shook,
but they didn't have it in this particular game. I thought he set up a little. I mean, I thought he set up in order to be aggressive, but not attacking. I thought he set up to be on the front foot, but not absolutely going after it. I mean, I did think there were parts about it, and I think I sent it in the text. Like he really just didn't set up the way he needed to be. He set up just like any other time where he was going to go after certain areas and go after certain times, but really, I've never seen Arsenal in the last few years struggle with many teams unless they are literally going after your throat. That's the only time I've really seen Arsenal struggle is when they give you what you give others.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. That's what PSG did to us.
Exactly.
Well, PSG did to us, and even a few seasons ago, what Brighton were doing to us.
Yeah. I remember Matoma. Golly.
Yeah.
And I used to think the same thing when City was going on their run. Unless you took their football and shoved it right back down their throat,
you're not going to stand a chance.
You're really not going to be successful at it.
Yeah.
And that was, you could say that for each and every big club that's gone on and done big things in their most successful years, wherever they happen to be. Same thing with United in the 90s and early 2000s. If you didn't take that type of football and shove it right back down their throat, you weren't going to beat them. And then on top of that, with United, you just had Fergie time that was just a little bit different. I do think at times you guys have Arteta time, if you want to call it that.
We've shown it. And maybe Arteta time isn't at the end either. Sometimes Arteta time is at the beginning of the second half, I've noticed.
Agreed. So, I agree completely. When he has a moment to get into that ass and really start busting people's heads, he's absolutely got that time.
I could imagine what that halftime talk was. He's probably like, yo, we need to score 2 more on them.
Even the commentators were saying it around the 25th minute. They're like, okay, Arsenal are set up comfortably, but I really want to see them take it to Tottenham now.
Yes.
We're playing a tempo game. It's like what we used to say about Man City. Like, they're not even in second gear right now.
Exactly. They're cruising.
Yeah, I agree completely. Actually, boys, give me 2 seconds. My tablet is going to die.
No worries. I got you.
Be right back.
No worries.
Okay, cool. Hamadi, I was gonna ask you. You were talking about Arteta ball. What does Arteta ball look like? It's kind of like when we think of Wenger ball, we think of tic tac, smooth, fluid play.
Right, not afraid to beat your man.
Some finesse. Beautiful football.
Right.
When you think Arteta ball, what do you see?
I see players who can thrive under an assignment as a collective unit, if that makes sense. So I see Saka, you play right wing this way, and then I see Moreno, you play center mid this way, Declan Rice, you play center mid this way, and then the players over time get to what Arteta wants them to do in that position. That's what I see. That's why when we were talking about Waneri a few months ago, which is crazy that it's been months now, he probably wasn't fitting the role that he was given. And he was like, look, I could beat my man. You telling me to do a 1-2, but I could just ghost my guy. And, but I'm glad he got to come on against Tottenham too as well.
That's kind of how the set pieces were taken against Real Madrid, because I heard that the set piece coach was screaming, put it in the box.
And what did he do? Put it in the net.
I think Josh is coming back. Give me a second.
All right. Yeah, man. What did you I wanted to get your opinion on the City game. What is it really just a one-man team now? Like, are they really just Haaland? Because when I watched Newcastle, I felt like it was back and forth, but I felt like Newcastle could have easily won by much more. Harvey Barnes could have had 5 goals if you watched that game.
I agree. Yeah.
So I'll let y'all talk about this weekend, because I didn't watch this weekend's game.
Oh, okay.
I had the same thought today when I was watching the Leverkusen game, because Haaland.
You know what I mean? I feel like I don't know.
I feel like they had a threat besides Shirky until Haaland came in, and then even when he came in, he had maybe 2 chances.
Yeah.
So I think they're suffering. I think they're suffering a lot like Liverpool are, where they're not there yet. I think both Liverpool and City are going to be juggernauts. I don't know if necessarily this year, but I mean, I venture to say the next couple of years after they figure wherever they're at with all the new signings and all the things that they've done, if Pep stays on with City, I venture to say where they're going to be in a year or 2. Same thing with Liverpool. Like, what they've done is good business that's just not gelling yet. That Liverpool squad is scary.
Is that like he suffered this season, but I guarantee next season Liverpool gonna be scary.
Bro, I didn't
even know he started against Forest.
Mm-hmm.
That's how ineffective he was. I didn't even know he was in the starting lineup when I saw the highlights.
So it's kind of like how Chelsea was suffering a few seasons ago, where they signed
and now they're
every single player, and now you see it starting to gel.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, and I think that's what you're going to see. Is I think City are just it's just one of those transition seasons where they've got pieces. I mean, that City lineup is a freaking quality lineup, bro.
Paper, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
on paper, it is. It's
but on
fantastic.
grass, it's the mentality of having. Sometimes, and we've seen it before. When you have a player who is so dominant, it's hard not to have all the focus on them. Sometimes you see it like Francisco Totti at Roma. You would see guys, instead of taking a chance themselves, they're trying to give it to Totti, and you can see it with City. They're so reliant on Haaland that they forget that they can also be effective. And
I agree, and
they're becoming a one-man team right now, honestly.
Absolutely, but what they have in place for the next 5 years is sufficient. I think they just haven't figured out quite who is replacing De Bruyne.
Yeah.
I mean, who's really
it's so hard. That's so hard.
I agree. I think Foden can fill that role. You just got
to see that pass from Foden.
Yeah, dude, it was.
Thank you, Eze.
Foden's nasty, bro. Like he's small.
He's a true footballer.
Yeah, he's got that it factor that could take over.
That's because he
He
played
won't
in
be
the
the
streets,
same.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, he won't be the same, but he could be his own. And Foden just at times, bro, his quality on the ball, I think his passing range needs to get a little bit tweaked. But bro, I mean that is one hell of a player. And you get him in behind with Holland and some of the extra things that are on the outside, some of the things that are in the
Yeah, like
defensive.
Doku. Yeah, man. He's
Yeah,
been playing well.
absolutely.
Docu's
But I
still a
think
little inconsistent for
And
me.
that's what I was just about to say. It's mental for
Agreed.
him. If
Yeah,
if Doko didn't wake up on the right side of the bed and have a great
You're
breakfast
gonna
and
see it.
his wife, then he's not the same.
agreed. Agreed.
That
And
is
same thing with Savinho, right? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
Savinho,
yeah,
given any given day, and he's fantastic.
yeah, man.
But same concept. If he didn't wake up on the right side of the bed, he's just meh. And that's what they've got to figure out is both of those wings. I think both of those players wind up getting moved on. Doku's had enough time. I don't think he's going to be that. He's too inconsistent. His passing at times is too shite. His shot at times is too shite.
Holding onto the
Um,
ball just one step too much,
just
one touch too
yeah,
much.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. And that at times is so key, right? To get to know when to get rid of the ball. Do your and then get rid of it. You know what I mean? So we gotta they gotta figure that out. And I think Pep, if he stays, that's the other question too. How long is Pep really gonna stay with City? This
10
is the
years.
longest I've seen him, right?
Yeah, no, he hasn't been with the team this long before.
I'm
No,
pretty
but
sure
where else is he gonna go? Is he gonna go
international.
to Italy?
He'll coach
Oh
Spain.
no, not at this age, bro. I could see him in his 70s. Not right now. He could still be the greatest manager of all time.
Is he not
All,
arguably there?
all time.
Who's Barca's coach right now? What's it? He's still Flick or?
Hansi Flick, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
At this point in time, there's nobody that's got the money like City. There's nobody that's got the pull like City, and there's really nowhere else for him to go. I do agree. At some point in time, he's going to go international, but
His
he's
contract
only
ends in
what
27.
50s.
His contract ends in 27 for City.
But yeah, but I just don't know if where else could he go?
If he
There's
loses Holland, right?
Saudi.
PSG.
Yeah, maybe, but it's too shite of a league. But
54
fair
years
enough.
old, by the way.
He went to Bayern,
Young.
and
It's a young
Bayern's a shite
manager.
league.
54 is a very young manager.
It is.
Yeah, he could still dominate for the next how old? 54?
Yeah, this man could play in training if he wanted to. So
Absolutely, dude. He could still dominate for another 10 years before transitioning over.
Vincent Company, have you seen him practice?
yeah, put it in tackles and get in hype with the players.
Fantastic.
And in all honesty, I think Vincent's been handed a great opportunity to see what he could really be. I like him as a manager, still being young enough to tell some players off and fuck off. I've done it all. I've won it in the Premier League, and still being young enough to put a
He's
boot in
earned his
someone's
respect.
ass.
Be like, yo, if
He's
you guys
earned
don't
his
fix up,
respect.
I'm gonna put my
Honestly, I'm glad that you
Yeah.
brought up Company because we can transition into the Arsenal Bayern game and then we can move on from there. But I want to touch on the beautiful story of Olise and Eze coming back to play each other, both in red and white, both for these Adidas teams, both as the entertainers on their team. I think it's going to be a great story. Obviously, Arsenal's going to win and everyone's going to be upset and they're probably going to say, "Oh, Bayern wasn't on their A game." But let me tell you something. Bayern
Can I
Munich's
interject?
defense yeah, of course.
Olise almost went to United, right?
Then he woke up and
Fair enough. I'm gonna let that one slide. Okay, I'm gonna let that one go because I've got the courage in me. Let me ask you, if Olise would have gone to United, who do you think would have been more prominent, Olise or Mbeumo?
Elise.
Yeah, you like Olise all in all better than Mbeumo?
I just feel like Olise proved like he was tearing men up at Reading.
Sure,
I feel
yeah.
like the English game might suit him. I feel like Mbeumo just has he has a good technical set, but
Phenomenal player.
Elise just kind of looks like he's not even really trying. He's like, 70% is good enough to win this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I would really want to see what 90% looks like.
And you've seen it because remember, like I remember when France was playing and
the French game.
Oh my gosh, it was like he was like, let me show Henri that I can be a baller.
Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, if Elise would have went to United,
y'all would have.
Where do you think we'd be right now?
All right, quick stat. So Elise is coming off of 3 assists and 2 goals from over the weekend.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. That's one game. That's some players' stats for the season.
And they do say the Bundesliga is the closest in regards to the oh my goodness, the Premier League.
Really?
So as far as speed, as far as physicality, as far as speed of play.
But the skill of the defenders is way drastically different, though.
Agreed. Yeah, I agree with that completely. But that's what they compare it to. That's all the others out there. I don't know.
So what are we saying for tomorrow then? Prediction-wise. Let's get a quick prediction.
Y'all already know how I'm always super optimistic.
You were almost right this weekend, too.
I know, man. I said 3-0, but this guy, he said, oh, Richarlison's probably going to score because, you know, he's that kind of player. And then I'm thinking to myself.
What I can't say in facts, I can see visually.
It's wild. And then, listen to this. And then we're sitting down, right? And then Steph goes, we should stand up. We need to stand up so they score again. After we stand up,
I know.
Okay.
Wait a minute, you guys are watching the game together?
Yeah,
at the brew house.
Oh, that's juju. You can't do that. You can't be doing that.
I was like, Steph needs to be careful what he says, man. His words are too powerful. So my prediction.
Would love to have you down here, bro, for watching one time, bro.
I would hex all of that.
We would watch the Man United Liverpool game. We should go to that game.
Yeah, that'd be a great game to go to.
Yeah, I need to.
For sure. Then I can not care too much.
Lost to?
What's up?
Liverpool's the only loss you've had, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because we tied City, I'm pretty sure.
And we haven't lost in Champions League.
Right.
Back to Champions League. So Bayern Munich, Arsenal. I'm gonna say 3-1 to the Arsenal, but I think. And listen to this prediction, y'all.
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1 to the Arsenal. Here's why I back this up. First of all, I was watching Bayern Munich's game. They played a team I can't remember, and I think they won.
Union Berlin.
Yeah, no, not today. Wait, in the league?
Yeah, that was
yeah.
Oh, Freiburg. Sorry.
Yeah, that's them. And this team scored 2 goals on Bayern Munich somehow. I don't care if you're winning 6 by 6, you get 6 goals. They should never have scored on you, right? Mm-hmm. So here's what I think. I think that maybe Bayern will score early, and everyone will be like, oh, it's Bayern Munich against Arsenal. But the mentality of Arsenal right now is going to be something that pushes them forward, and I don't think Bayern's going to be able to handle it because we've got a lot of firepower, and we also have a lot of finishing touch right now. Besides Olise, is Kane fit?
I don't know actually.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been all over Instagram. Harry Kane coming to play Arsenal, and I haven't heard a peep about him, so that's why I feel like he's not fit.
Pulling it up.
I think Arsenal will be able to finish the game so much stronger because coming off of the North London derby, like I just said, Bayern Munich just played a team in the league that, come on. So I'm going 3-1.
Each other.
I'm going 3-1.
1 and 2 in the world right now as well.
Love that.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think, in my personal opinion, I like where you're going. I would definitely say Arsenal 2-1.
Okay.
And here's the only reason why. I definitely think Arsenal's got the best defense in the world.
Let's go.
I don't think Arsenal's defense has come up against a dynamic as good of an attacking force as they are this season.
If they had Diaz, I would agree with that.
That's the only question.
It's only say tomorrow.
And that's the question, right? Can they both do it?
I think Harry Kane's in, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. And so That's my only thing. I think you got best defense against best offense. But I think Arsenal's defense is more impressive than right now, especially with um, Diaz being out. I think defense takes it this particular time. I would love to see both of those at full strength
Yeah,
for
that would
sure.
be. I
That would
would
be a
love to
hell of
see.
a game.
But you know what's also very interesting? What Bayern Munich has been weak at all season is what Arsenal is the best at. Bayern Munich has been letting in so many goals on set pieces against teams
Yeah.
that shouldn't even be scoring set pieces against them. I feel like Arsenal might utilize that.
But you are missing your set piece specialist for the
Ah,
next couple of months.
that's very true. But here's the thing, though. We have the service of the specialists. So
That's true.
Saka and
That,
Declan
I don't know if
Rice.
you saw, the free kicks and the set pieces were different last game. They were
Yeah,
more
Yeah,
direct.
I did
Saka
see.
was putting them on frame. That was something else, man.
Bro, Saka can. It's unbelievable how he can put a ball almost in the exact same place
Every
every
time.
Every
goddamn
Every
time.
single time.
time.
And
We were there saying,
have you
yo,
seen
shoot
his
again,
the
shoot
improvement
again.
of his right foot as well? His right
Bro,
foot has improved leaps and bounds. Honestly, he has a ceiling that might not be reached until he's like 29. He might keep improving
very well could.
until
Yeah,
because he's like I said, this man used to play left back in the Premier League as a child. Like
absolutely.
he can do anything on a football field.
I mean, and you know, honestly, I think Arsenal is seeing what very well could be with Saka what possibly Ronaldo was to United. I mean, he has if he can keep that injury, those
It could
injuries under
be. It
control,
could be.
it could be.
But Saka has that. But Saka has that. I was born and raised here energy back in him. Imagine if Ronaldo was somehow born in Manchester United. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean, I
Who was
get
close to
that.
that for me was Alexis Sanchez. He was the first to
Hey,
take over Ronaldo.
that's true. No, I feel that.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
Yeah, Alexis
which
Sanchez
one
at
would you
Arsenal
say
is
was
good.
better? Arsenal, excuse me, Ronaldo at Man United or Ronaldo at Real Madrid?
oh, that's
For
it.
me,
Yeah.
for me, the eye test is how I judge things. And Ronaldo at United was I liked him at that time. Not that you know
Yeah.
what I mean. I respect him, but I didn't really like him too much after he went to Real Madrid and started becoming the egoist. But when he was at United, tearing up wingers, skill moves, that free kick against Portsmouth,
Oh,
I'll never forget that. You know,
with James in the goal, bro. I mean, he just was like,
Massive guy. Yeah.
never forget that.
you know what I mean? Like, oh my
It's the
god,
Real
I've
Madrid
never
era
seen anything like that either until that
Yeah,
point.
because of, like you said, his ego, because that's like a player cementing his legacy. Like, yo, I'm the best in the world, and none of
right.
no matter what.
And it was before he really. I don't think he believed it at the time.
But when he got to Madrid, he believed it. He
He
believed
believed
Yeah,
it.
for sure, for sure.
He knew it when
It's
he got to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap up with Champions League. I want to say my prediction, and I also want to point out that the Bayern Munich social media team put out a post that said we tend to have a good show out when it comes to Arsenal.
I love that.
So
I love
because
that.
of that,
10-2.
because of that,
I love
I
that.
think they're gonna be humbled. I think we're gonna go
Yep.
2-0.
Wait, Steph, you didn't give us a prediction. What do you?
2-0. That's what I'm saying.
2-0 to the Arsenal. Love that.
I don't
You
care.
sure you don't want to go 2-0 Bayern?
No, 2-0 to the
Oh,
Arsenal.
okay.
You
All
know,
right, just checking.
we can get to Arsenal again later on, or maybe another episode because we have Chelsea coming up. I think that's going to be a bigger game than the Bayern Munich game. I think we're gonna 2-0 on Bayern Munich. But that being said, a lot about Arsenal. Hey man, how you feeling, bro?
Unbelievable.
I don't know if I'll ever do a show with you two again.
We're waiting on Mo. He's still traveling, but for right now, it's just us, bro.
Yeah, man, and it's like
We're gonna
how
keep
can
it
we
football.
not
No banter.
feel? How can we
You
not
said
feel
change my
well?
background.
You know.
Straight tactical football.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you changing that up on
Hey
me.
man,
I feel like
thank you.
Eberechi Eze is the kind of player who comes to a club. I feel like, and call me crazy because I'm about to say something kind of wild, but I feel like Eze is the kind of player who could help us win the league, win Champions League, I could see him with Tuchel, which is a crucial part of my statement. I can see him with Tuchel winning the World Cup. I can see Eze being that guy. You know what I mean? I can see Eze completing his football journey.
Best signing of the last decade?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, Eze is that type of player that definitely takes you over the line.
Because we're about to get his prime. We're about to get the best out of him.
The best out of Eze. And look what he's done
was a
before.
Nice signing, but Eze is the signing that we really needed.
Bro, that was the signing for the club, for the fans, for the culture.
You needed a striker, which I think Gyökeres is a great. I mean, I think he will come due in due time.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, Steph, I told you I wanted him more than anything.
Right.
So I can't blame him for wanting to go to a better club at this moment in time, not overall. But at this moment in time, you guys are far along your journey, and I can't blame him for wanting to have success now. He's too old to be.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, he's far too old. If we would have been able to get him 4 years ago, maybe we could have a conversation about it. But we're just too far behind at this moment in time, and I'm not too proud to say that. It's ebbs and flows, it's ups and downs. I mean, we all have our times. It's Arsenal's time. And in all honesty, if you don't win the league this year, if you don't win a Champions League this year, if you don't win an FA Cup in a league this year, you guys are. I venture to say what could really be said about Arsenal. It is Arsenal's time. There's no other way around that. And we've had this conversation before, right? It has to be done. You have to win something significant this year. Yeah. And then next year. And then the year after that. And it doesn't always have to be the league, and it doesn't always have to be Champions League, but it's got to be one or the other. Yeah. And it is the time, and I think Eze is definitely
Eze,
one of those signings that
these are the kind of players that you need that can go to the trenches, and Eze is a kind of a player that it can't be replicated too many times. He's kind of a one of one.
This could be your Cantona. This could be your Cantona player for sure.
Exactly, something like that.
Something
where
that
he's
sparks
doing
off.
That no one else.
Absolutely.
I mean,
a little bit of fairy dust in the air, you know what I mean?
Energy, yo.
Yeah, no, honestly though. Yeah. Honestly.
Could you imagine adding Henry to this lineup?
No,
bro.
With our defense being as solid as it is, no way.
No. I mean, would you still venture to say no matter what, Arsenal's best signing maybe of all time could be Henry?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I still
think about this. We got him for less than $11 million. I know it was 1999, but think about how much we paid for a player who became our all-time leading goal scorer, took us to a Champions League final.
There's no debate. There's no one close to him.
He still has the record of most assists in a season. Like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was transformative.
And assist that season,
bro. You
don't have Henry
academy player for that price.
Yeah, if you don't have Henry in any of those squads, you don't have those squads.
Yeah,
you don't have the Invincibles.
Yeah,
you don't have anything else.
Yeah, we don't have the record against Madrid
with that aura. That
absolutely
that transcends beyond the football.
Absolutely, and Eze may very well be that transformative at this point in time.
I see what you're saying.
Because I just feel like, I don't know. And also the defenders, man, like Jury and Timber, I feel like there's no winger that I feel he couldn't do well against.
I agree. I think the only thing I would say about Timber at times is, and how old is he, Steph? Does anybody know?
26.
Yeah.
I think he's like 24. Let me check.
I was going to say, I thought it was 22 or 23.
Let me check. Yeah, he's 24 years old.
Okay, so 24 is still not bad.
Again,
until 26, 27, 28, he's not reaching.
A defender ages differently because what happens when you start losing your physical attributes is you start reading the game better, and then that's when your experience mixes with what you've learned over time, and then that's when defenders get, like, when you see a very, very young defender, like for instance, when Saliba was very young, he was great, but he wasn't at the point to where he is now because of the fact that you can't learn something without doing it. You can't gain experience without getting it, if that makes sense.
Agreed. Yeah,
But you
absolutely.
don't see top defenders at young ages because that's not the position for them. You'll see top wingers, top attacking players, top strikers at young ages because the game on that side is different. You know, it's more based on
Sergio Ramos, bro.
bro, exactly.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. And the only thing I was going to say about him is that at times I think he lacks not pace but quickness in that role. But as he gets older, like you were just alluding to, his mind and the scenarios that he's gotten to go through in his head will only help him.
Yeah.
At times, it just feels like sometimes he's not quite quick enough. But I think ultimately that's not going to hurt him in the long run because he'll read the game better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Like Danny Carvajal. Danny Carvajal lost his pace a long time ago, but look
at Zabaleta, man. He was an excellent right back.
Yeah,
honestly, the thing with pace and timber, and I don't say anything about the ACL injury and whatever else because everyone knows that changes your physiology forever. But people forget. Yeah, people forget that Jurrien Timber was a center back, and probably because of his height, he got pushed out to right back. But the fact that he can play any position across the back line, it just shows that
I'd even venture to say CDM.
No, I was just talking to Steph about this.
That's a scary. I don't know
if you've ever seen his brother, Quint. I think it's.
It was me. You were talking to me. We were talking Sunday.
I don't think you've ever seen his brother play, but he's an even more complete footballer than Jurrien Timber is. And I think that Timber probably is just a little bit more physical and he uses his body a little bit more. But yeah, he could definitely play defensive mid. Those guys, when they're in Ajax, this guy can play any position, honestly, because those Ajax, when you go to Ajax and get educated, you learn it's like a musician school. They teach you every instrument.
Oh, quick question. What's up with Louis Skelly?
Hey, I want to pause before we get to Louis Skelly. You did do a complete U-turn away from the Man United Everton game. I will point that out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think I got someone calling me. I'll be back. We gotta
talk, bro.
This guy.
We need explanation, bro. We need to know what's going on.
What do you think stopped y'all's momentum? Like, what do you think,
bro? What didn't stop it? What didn't stop it? I mean, Fisco is one thing. Honestly, it was just it was one of those games that I was honestly going into it. I was scared we were going to lose. I was scared that we were so much of an AFC Bravos. We are good amongst the best teams. We are tight amongst the best teams. When you come to some of the lesser teams, I don't know what it is. We didn't quite get it over the line. And I'm not saying Amarim out. I mean, I think he made his own mistakes. I think there were things that he could have done better. Again, I can't say enough until you get those two old ass men out of my midfield. I mean, how can you blame the man? I'm not disagreeing that Casemiro is by far the best center mid we have. I'm not disagreeing that Bruno Fernandes is by far the best technical player we have. What I am disagreeing is you don't play both of those freaking men in the starting lineup. It drives me crazy. But I mean, what else do we have? I love Manu. I want him to get more time. But every time he gets time, he doesn't prove himself. He doesn't do enough. He doesn't. I don't know what it is. He's not a 6. And in this system, it's a 6. If you don't have a 6 that can play the ball forward and do the tackle at the same time, I don't know if Manu stays here under Amarim, which hurts my heart to say because we have to have him. He's so fantastic, but it's not his position. On top of that, you lose Ncesco. You don't have Xerxes has not played anywhere near enough that you allow that man to start up front for you.
Dang.
He looked so rusty. He looked like a man that had never been through a preseason. He has not had game time. There is a complete difference between match sharpness and practice sharpness.
100%.
He could be practice sharpness all day, every day, but that man has not seen the field of day all season. Actually, this was his first start. This was his first interaction in any game we've played since the preseason. So there's things like that where it's like I understand that we only have what we have. I understand that we have one of the best center attacking midfields playing out of possession because he's too old to play at a cam position. He's too old to play. He can't play forward. I've said this time and time again. I would have sold that man this summer for $100 million and rebuilt this whole midfield that
Yeah,
should have
definitely.
already been done, which is an upper management problem. Get your shit together and figure it the fuck out because I'm tired of your bullshit.
Let's go.
Number 3, run the fucking club the way it needs to be run. You guys are killing everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
What
on
do you
top of that,
think
you've
it would
taken
take
one
for
of
them to
the
let the coach
biggest
go?
institutions in all of English football and you've run it into the ground for over a decade. That's the whole reason why Sir Alex left. It's the whole reason why Sir Alex has never come back. You've got the world's greatest manager currently until Guardiola gets to a point where he finally takes it over, which is the only explanation that happens. You've got Guardiola, you've got Sir Alex Ferguson. Name another 2 in the last 100 years that are as influential as they are. And you've got him sitting out in his home eating bonbons, watching from the freaking
Bonbons.
sidelines. Like, I don't even know what to say right now, but yet you're being a bunch of dumbasses who I just wish they would sell the club, give it to someone who actually gives a shit, pump some money into that thing, and let's get back on top where we need to be.
You good with Saudi owners?
I don't care who it is. Just pump. I would
Hey,
pump
man.
money in the club.
Go
At
ahead
this
and give
point
them
in
the
time, I'll take
financial
Saudi.
takeover.
I would take shit at this point in time. Just get these dumbasses out of my club.
Edit that one out.
But yeah,
This
appreciate
guy.
that. I'm just saying, like, it's a bit much. I mean, there's been things that NES has done right. There's been plenty of enough things that NES has done wrong.
You know what I think? You know what I think United really needs and what they're really missing?
Give it to me from an Arsenal perspective.
And I'm glad you said that. There's no United boys on the team. There's no players on the squad that are from, the United heritage. Like, that's what gave y'all your powers. Was that the team of 97 or whatever it was with all of them together,
98.
Yeah, 98. Y'all don't have that.
98, 99, depending on where you want to go with it. Yeah. I agree. I mean, that generation is dead and gone in the sense of I don't know if it'll ever return.
And that's why
but I've always wondered.
Perspective. That's why like Lewis Skelly does well. That's why Wanyeri does well. That's why Saka does well, because they're Arsenal lads. United needs some United lads.
Agreed. And I've always wondered why the class of 99 or 98, depending on, they say 99. I would say 99, but some people would say 98 when some of the first ones made their impact.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder why you don't have more of that class intertwined in whatever the case may be. I'm not saying, CEO, CFO.
No, but you're right. Like, have them involved with the under 21s, have them involved with sporting directing,
Absolutely.
Things like that. Yeah.
Nicky Butt ran.
I feel like they've tried in the past. It's just like, honestly, who respects Gary Neville besides him being a pundit? Like, they come from a different era. They're not likable football players.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with that, but at the same time, why would you not have Gary Neville on the staff about what makes a Manchester United player a Manchester United player? Arguably the greatest right back in the Premier League history.
I don't disagree with you, but I've heard him say it's like they've tried to contact these players. It's just a different era. They don't care about all that football heritage and stuff.
Yeah, Roy Keane isn't even a United fan, bro. Isn't that wild?
It's drowning, it's leaking. They don't care about none of that. Pogba never cared about that. That's why them players like Roy Keane were beefing with Pogba. They don't stand up for the bad. It's the same thing. Like, there's no heritage when it comes to the club.
I agree completely. And that's part of the problem because you have so many ex-United greats that okay, so if in the case of, Keane, excuse me, or, or the Neville brothers. I mean, there's so many other players that could be brought back. There's so many other players that
Man
could.
United player, they've seen how he was treated when he came back.
And I can't argue with that. It was a travesty.
And it's unfortunate,
Absolutely. I mean, the way Ronaldo was treated when he came back was an absolute travesty. I mean, I don't disagree that it was time for him to go based on new regime and the fact that Ten Hag didn't know what to do with him. But at the same time, man, I mean, I don't know. He needed to go in the sense that he was never going to take a pay cut, right? He was never going to not be the focal point of your offense.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, Portugal have been successful at doing it.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You figure it out, man. Like, you're paid millions of dollars. I don't give a shit what it is. Figure it out because that's the most successful Manchester United player in the history of Manchester United in the last 50 years. Figure it out. Do whatever it needs to do. I would pay that man $250,000 a week to sit on the bench to give us all the knowledge that he's got. I don't really care what it is. I mean, honestly, I don't know what you say. Put him as the striker coach. I don't care. Like, the way he was treated and the way he was pushed out of the club, 25% of me understands it. But when I look at hindsight and where it didn't go, 75% of me has no understanding what happened. Why? Why would you not? That's like having Henry at Arsenal and not doing anything with him. Just like, screw you. Thank you. Have a good day. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know. That's not possible. That's not how that works. So, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
For the Arsenal fans, we're coming up for 50 minutes, so we can start wrapping it up for the night. It was a great weekend for us.
It wasn't bad. Honestly, I am happy that there was a loss that came in there. I will say this. It was getting too much of, you're 5 games undefeated. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't mean we've lost. I mean, that doesn't mean we've won 5 games in a row. That means we won 2 and tied 3. That's not the same thing. Get off your high horse. We're still nowhere where we need to be. It would be a miracle to make 5th. I'm hoping to make 5th. Yeah. You got Palace this weekend. That's going to be an absolute nightmare.
Who's the home team for that game?
Palace.
That's bad news, Bears. There's no one. I hate to say this, but there's no one in your midfield that can stop Adam Wharton.
No, absolutely not. Which is another reason why I hope we signed the man.
He is top level, man. Honestly, that's what y'all need. That's what y'all need. Y'all need a young Englishman who is just a brilliant passer. He's a elongated Paul Scholes. He's
couldn't disagree. I see so many.
90s. He's an early 90s player.
I see so many different. It's like it's a bit of a hybrid between Keane and Scholes, if you will.
Yes.
The tenacity to get in there and put a boot in your ass
he tackles
at the same time. Yeah, at the same time being able to see the passes
and he's silky,
that he needs
man.
to see.
He's silky.
He is super silky. Please just sign him.
Left-footed players are just different, man. Especially when they use their brain like that.
It's magical to watch, bro.
I can't disagree.
Honestly,
with it.
He's the kind of player who could save United.
Agreed. I would, I'll be honest.
I really rate him that highly, honestly.
Agreed. I would love to see. Here's my 3 signings this season, and all 3 of them are freaking midfielders. Wharton. I would love to see Anderson. To be honest with you, I really like Anderson as a compliment to Wharton.
Okay.
And then I would love to see Gomez as kind of a squad player. Okay. I don't think Baliba would be a squad player. I don't know if. Honestly, this year, Baliba has kind of shown his colors a little bit, in my personal opinion. Like,
it's kind of died down, ain't it?
Yeah, I feel like
he has not played good at all.
For him to think he could be the best like that.
Yeah, he has not played good at all season long.
Yeah, if y'all got the guy from Forest, what was it, Henderson?
Anderson, yeah,
Anderson. If y'all
Elliot
get
Anderson.
him, oh my gosh, and Wharton, that would literally, yeah, y'all should have done that before the season started because Forest, they're not gonna do nothing after Adam won the FA Cup. He's ready to go now because he knows it's his time.
If you don't get Elliot Anderson, then the other player before, even Baliba, I mean, I venture to say I really like Stiller. Stiller
Oh,
in
from the German league.
the Bundesliga, he reminds me so much of Kroos, which was
Yeah. You
this
could tell he
close
grew
to
up watching
coming.
them.
The Premier League transferable though? Is he gonna fit?
Yeah, I mean that's the only
To,
big thing.
you know?
In my personal opinion, you go Premier League proven at this point in time. We have
Yeah, y'all don't
we
have
can't.
time. Y'all don't have time for him to
We're
adjust.
having a Florian Wirtz at Liverpool.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
You know?
we do not have time for that to kind of work itself out. We don't have a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
You go get Elliot Anderson. You go get Adam Wharton. Those are two Premier League proven players. You start them. Let's rock and roll, and then maybe you bring Stiller or Gomez in as a squad player to replace one of those two, and then let's freaking rock because we need another center back. I mean, maybe another center back. We need a right wing or right wing back, possibly a left wing back. I've heard DeMarco at times. I would be okay with that. And we need another striker, without a doubt. You can't like the fact that we still have no striker at this point in time because Sesko is down and out. What are we doing?
Hey,
Oh,
we're in the
man.
same boat as us, so we got Marino playing up there, bro.
Bro, go get
Yeah.
Ivan Toney, bring him to United.
No, you know what you need to do? You need to call. Oh, he's gone. I was gonna say he needs to call Mason Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood came back to United. That'd be the craziest story and scandal of all time. Social media wouldn't be able to handle that.
Bro. We'll give him a few seconds to come back, but if not, I'm good to wrap it
we'll
up.
end it. We'll cut it.
We'll
cut it.
It was
11-11. Yeah, look at that. Right on time.
Arsenal heavy, Man United heavy pod. We'll be back, people. Yeah, sometime this week. Other than that, like and subscribe.
Yes.
Hamadi.
My guy. Tomorrow's a big day, man. I'll see you there.
Tomorrow's a big day. Bayern Munich.
Let's go,
Hey,
Arsenal.
y'all come to the brew house.
All right, my guy.